Welcome back to my channel. Well, here we go. We've got a back to our 10 C's of survivability, and today I'm going to do a cutting tool thing with just a bunch of stuff for my basic bunch of things. So first of all, I want to say that this is not condoning carrying knives. You got to do whatever's legal in your area, country, wherever you live, whatever. It's up to you to take care of that stuff. I'm not condoning carrying knives. I'm just saying what these are useful for in a bush setting situation and survivability. So first of all, you've got the large, I've already covered this in one video, large 10-inch machete style knife. It has full tang all the way through. It has a good steel good steel blade with, as I said, tang all the way through. Nice wood. Not sure what that wood is. Has a hand guard on there as well. Good for knocking in tent pegs and stuff as well. Of course, being careful of the blade when you're doing that type of thing, but hey, you know, obviously. There's a nice little etching on there of a crocodile. You can't really see that too well in the reflection there. You see the camera in the reflection. Yeah, it's from Darwin, this knife. So that there is useful for lots of different breaking down of wood and all sorts of useful things. The next size down, cutting edge that I have for any one of my kits at any given time is a standard survival knife looking thing, sort of that SAS Green Beret looking bloody knife. Good for cutting up kindling, good for just cutting stuff. Whenever you need to cut stuff, this is the stuff. Put a sewing needle in the back of that, put a bit of sticky tape over that, hold it down, something spare, some little thing that can just sit there and never know when you might need something like that. Again with the tang, goes all the way through. It's not a very thick tang, it's quite small, so it doesn't have as much solidity as the large blade, but it's still good for bushcraft. Good bushcraft tool. Next in size, I suppose, or usability, is this. I've already also gone through this and this other knife on another video, but this is just on knives, nothing else. Well, blades and cutting tools. Let me also say that none of these are I'm not ever condoning any use of weaponry of these. These are tools. These are used for survivability. They're not used for weapons. So this has a normal blade. It has, these are notorious for not being able to get the blades out properly. They hold in there, not like there's other brands that are much better. There's a saw there, looks like both forward and back cutting edge, so it's just quite good. Bit of a thing at the end there, usable for stuff. Another saw feature. It's also got a ruler along there, screwdriver up there, and nail file. Good tool, good tool. Also a Phillips head screwdriver and a can opener. Well, Yep, no, not can opener, bottle opener. Bottle opener. Little sharp blade on that, it's quite good. Hammer on the back. Either use that to hammer stuff, or you can always use that as a hitting surface for knocking this blade down some wood to break up for some kindling or something. So yeah, quite a good tool, that one. Comes in this little pouch. Good to keep on your belt. It's not too heavy either. It's the thing about cutting blades, you want to look at the blade material. These have all been, probably the machete is probably the best material one out of all these so far. This SAS style knife is reasonably good metal, but nothing fantastic. And this, well, yet to really put it through any test, but it's good enough. Okay, so next I'm going to show you this old fishing knife. It's really old. It's not overly sharp. I've sharpened it a few times now, and it's sort of never really kept the blade, which can mean a few different things. But it's not overly bad. It's still usable though. It'll still cut line. It'll still cut in general. It's just nothing for your most really hard to cut things. It's got a wooden sheath, which is quite cool. Wooden handle. It's got a ruler along there, so when you're out fishing and you need to make sure that you've got the right size catch, you don't want to catch anything, keep anything too small, you can always check it and make sure. But the fact that $2 from the markets, who could walk past that for $2? Rightio, so this here, pair of pliers and that, and another bunch of tools in the handle here, handle on this side as well. There's knives, there's screwdrivers, there's nail files, there's different cutting tools, different types of blades and stuff. These ones are a bit of a bugger to get out. There we go. But that's not a bad blade actually. That's not a bad blade at all. That'd be quite useful. I haven't ever used that one yet, but it's got a good. Yeah, that's quite a good blade. Good pair of pliers though. I use them heaps. Something always good to have. Found a mini pair of these the other day at the shops and went, yeah, they were at $7 or something. It's got a couple of screwdrivers and stuff in there, a little blade, little screwdrivers and stuff, and a small pair of pliers. So hey, you got your large and your small pair of pliers. You got two. You can work on two things. Well, work on ends of things and stuff at the same time. It's always good to have a second set of pliers. And having a folding multi-function tool like that, yeah, good idea. Swiss Army pocket knives. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Heaps of tools, heaps of functions, heaps of things they can do. Hold their blade well. Had these all my life, ever since I was a little kid. I think I got my first one when I was about 5 years old. Cut myself plenty of times with them. They never had the tweezers or the toothpick in them when I was a kid. That was a later function. Well, function we didn't have anyway. It's a proper real Swiss Army pocket knife. We'll have that on it. I'm not like advertising for them or anything like that. I'm just saying this is great quality stuff, and it'll have. You're not going to be able to see it, but it'll have Victorinox Swiss-made stainless at least written on it, on one of the blades at least, if it's genuine. And yeah, there's that larger one which has a bunch of stuff, little scissors and things. And then there's also this little tiny one here which only has one little blade, but it's also got a nail file and I think a mini pair of scissors. Oh, a mini pair of scissors. How's that? So it's just like the smallest things that you'd need maybe. They come in quite handy. Good little blades and stuff. That's also Swiss Army pocket knife. It's genuine. Good little knife. Last of all, is this would have to be my favourite. Probably out of all of the knives here, this would probably be my favourite. It is a bit loose there. That's something that, well, to be honest, if I'm cutting something and I'm holding my thumb like that, and I've got something here, say I'm whittling or something like that. Now, it's not moving. It's not moving at all. So it doesn't matter whether it sits like that or whether it sits like that. It's not moving. It's a great knife. I can push that really hard. I'm pushing really, really hard on that, and it's not going to close on me. Good for a nice curved blade. Good for whittling and cutting small things. It's got a really nice little handle. This is like a, I don't know, I got this for $5 at a market. It's like a homemade, really, really nice little knife, eh? So it's almost like it's got two different types of wood on it. It's a great little pocket knife. I've had it for years now, and it's just kept the blade really well. It's good carbon steel, really good carbon steel. Top, yeah, love it. Absolutely great. Now there's heaps of other knives and stuff that you can get, of course. These are just my pick and pretty much what I own, so I don't have much other choice. But yeah, it's good to have a small array of different multi-tools with knives on them, different types of knives. Also things like this being a fishing knife. Look, if that dropped into the water, that actually floats. So, I mean, how cool is that? A knife, it'll go in the water and it'll float there. That'll float on the water until you reach in and pick it up. The wood is buoyant. Anyway, that's my cutting edge kit. Probably the only other item that I own that would be in any of my kits that is another cutting edge would be this Army edition butter knife. A bit of grot on there. It's a bit of paper, I think, from a price tag. Haven't even used the thing yet. Got that from the markets. And the only other thing to add would be you need a good steel, or at least a stone, wet stone, dry stone, whatever, to sharpen. Now, this is an old stone. You probably won't ever get this. I wouldn't bother trying to look it up because you probably won't find it. It's a really good stone. Whatever this grade is, I love it. It's great. I don't know much about stones, but I know a good stone when I see one. And this, as soon as I saw it, again, market somewhere, a couple of bucks. There's also one that I got. It's left over from the 80s, which was the Rambo knives. Had these on the front, the Rambo, as in John Rambo. And yeah, so anyway, that's my cutting edge section of my survivability chats. Survivability chat, there we go. Catch you later, have a great day.